That's why the change. ¿Cómo vamos, mi hermano? Con esos low fee, a ese prototype.
Ay, bien, bien, man. Quiero así, dejárselo así bien neat, man. Esto así, ese finishing. De hecho, voy a tomar un pause, man, para terminar lo de Jeremy, que es realmente mucho más rápido, para ya no tener ese cognitive load ahí. Tengo que terminar eso también. Se lo mando, man, y ya seguir con James, man, que está, la verdad, está quedando muy...
Linda, mi hermano. Qué bueno, man. Sí, el compita ahorita, Blake, buena nota. Creo que vamos para un buen sales call. Sí, you good? You good? Man, sí, ya lo vi en el Meet. Debe ser buena nota. I'm excited. Website and SEO integration needed. We'll see, we'll see.
Se está viendo el proposal, como buying
Alrighty.
banners.
Dear Blake,
All right. Can you hear
thanks.
me now?
Yes.
All right. Sorry,
Blake,
my schedule's pretty unpredictable, so I'm all over the place. That's why I'm in my car.
no worries, man. Money don't sleep, money don't stop. I understand. Alrighty, dear friend. On the call, we have Daniel. He's all about UI, UX, and copywriting. I'll be your product manager. It's a big pleasure. I explain you the way we go about this call is we divide it in two. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions just to better understand your goals, what you're doing now, to see what are the objectives and or challenges, and then we can explain you our approach to web dev, SEO, and whatnot. And if all that makes sense, we can proceed with the project. Sound good?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, starting with what are you looking for specifically with what we do here?
I mean, at the moment, I'm trying to get a website built and do SEO on it.
Yes. This website, do you have something built already, or is this a whole new idea, new venture?
It's a new idea.
Okay. What's the business? What's the idea?
To resell vinyl banners and mesh banners and pop-up banners.
Okay. Yes. So banners. Any specific reason why banners?
I mean, I've been in the sign industry for 15 years, but I have a wholesaler that sells banners at cost price. So the idea is that I can just send art to them and they directly produce and drop ship within 24 hours.
Fantastic. Okay, so question. So you're building a website to what is it? Take the orders of the current operation that you have?
So basically clients would get on the website, anybody looking for banners, and they have the option of choosing the size, the weight, and whether it be vinyl or mesh, and then they upload their art, and that's essentially it. There will be a cost calculator involved, and yeah, and then I can just send the art off to my wholesaler.
Got it. Fantastic. So you've been doing this thing for 15 years, you said, correct?
In the industry, but banners are just a small part of it.
Gotcha. Okay. Cost calculator, sizes, and how do you go about fulfilling orders currently?
Fulfilling orders?
Yep.
I can just directly get on my wholesaler's website and input the art. Essentially just use the client's shipping information to have it drop shipped with my information on it.
Okay, fantastic. So that's clear. And I guess that the intention of building this website is to increase revenue, more sales.
I mean, at the moment, I don't have anything on it, so I need something to start with.
And what's the expectation for the website?
I mean, at this moment, I really don't know. It's all going to depend on how well it can be marketed and, put out there. I have a few colleagues that have similar websites with posters, and they've had pretty good success with it.
Yeah, that's okay. So with success, you mean they were making, for the sake of numbers, they were making 10K before I was previous website, and then post website 15K sort of thing.
Sure. I mean, they have it down to the point where they just have the client upload the art, and they have someone outside who handles it 100%. So they don't even touch anything.
Okay,
And so and for them, it's just a side project. I mean, they don't even, and that's sort of what it is for me. I mean, I have my main business, but this is more so just a side project.
okay. So the website is not really for more sales, is a way for you to automate the process.
Yeah. And I'd like it to be marketed nationwide to where people can find it online.
Okay. All right. I know these questions are a little unorthodox. I know. Thing is, I need to understand the expectations, because it really comes down to understand what you're looking for, because there's a huge difference between somebody who is looking for a template to look good with the right copy and have something on there online, and someone who is looking for the right user experience, hence the work that Daniel does, expecting to have a 3x in 90 days type of scenario. So
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, like, I understand this is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. And I know that SEO takes time to organically build, I mean, I currently have a website that's been up for 3 months, and it's very slow bringing in leads, but it's slowly growing. So, I mean, when you ask my expectations, I mean, it's something that in a year, I would hope that would be bringing in a passive income of even just a few thousand a month, more so I'm looking at like the long scope of the project, and what it will be bringing in a few years rather than in a few months.
Yep, that's a true business vision, dear Blake. Thank you for that. Okay, so you have your current business. This is something on the side. There is no immediate expectation for an X amount of more sales. You understand SEO takes time, and we're looking to have by the end of, let's say, 12 months, a 2K in passive income coming from this website.
Sure.
Okay, that's good, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we could be talking about the technicalities of the gig right now. I could be asking you, or Daniel can be asking a little bit about the buyer persona, for instance, or the avatars that you're trying to reach, or the tone of voice, the right copy, or your competitors. We could be talking about that. However, it's true that in our experience, if we get to the most honest expectation of someone like you, especially you that you have multiple businesses, helps the relationship long term. And I'm sure that you don't jump on just random calls with people, and I don't want to waste your time. So here's the reason why these questions are so direct, I guess. Next one. How long have you been trying to build this website?
I initially came up with the idea probably 2 months ago.
All righty. Any specific reason why it's still not live?
I have a baby at home that's pretty occupying with my free time.
Congrats, brother. Hashtag goals. Okay, so you have a business and you're a dad.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Okay, man. So I can understand why you're trying to build passive income then. Okay, so question then. Besides obviously making, as you said, 2K in passive income over the course of the next 12 months, putting the money on the side, is there anything else that you're trying to achieve at this website slash side hustle 12 months down the line?
No. I mean, it's a pretty simple project. The way I see it, it could be very easy passive income, and if it kicked off, it could create other websites similar to it, similar to like a poster website, similar to like a yard sign. You know, there's the things that it could turn out into, or the things it could create off of it, are even have even more potential. You know, it could be promotional products, it could be screen printing. I mean, these are all industries that I know really well, but this is more so like a test run because everybody needs banners. You know, when they're opening a new business, or when things are changing, or when their hours have changed, or you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So why is someone like Blake, a high performer, a dad, an entrepreneur, putting extra time, jumping on this calls, trying to build this website to make 2K passive income in 12 months? I'm really curious, man. Like, what does that 2K extra passive mean for you?
I mean, right now my job is very physically demanding, and I understand that I can't do that forever. So I'm trying to create routes that alleviate some time and take the physical labor out of it.
Cape the Matrix type situation.
Hmm?
All righty. And I'm assuming correctly, you're trying to have free time to spend with the baby.
I mean, that would be the ultimate goal. I don't see it happening that quick. I think hopefully when he's, you know, before he's too old. But I mean, the eventual route is to create, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 forms of passive income in different markets, and yeah.
I love that. Thank you for the honesty. Like, if you don't mind me asking, what's the name of the baby?
Kai.
Kai. No way, man. Hey, I'm not even lying, but Kai, 10 years down the line, that's gonna be my baby's name. I'm not lying, I promise. Kai. I'm Carlos. My baby's Kai. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, this is beautiful. Appreciate it. So let's go into the technicalities. I feel like the expectation is clear. You have time and patience. Obviously, there is an urgent need to get something live, right? We want to have this website live to actually start testing out different marketing strategies and results and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you could snap your fingers, assuming we are the team for you, when would you like to have it live?
I mean, the site, I'm not in like a severe rush to get it done. I mean, I would just assume that it would be up within 30 to 60 days.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. 30 to 60 days to be live, 12 months for the 2K. Daniel, pay attention to this geek. This one is a good one. So let's go into the business itself. Now, seems to be not complicated, as you alluded to. It's banners, and we want to be able to allow the users to customize the size, design. Can you tell me a little bit more about the specifics?
So I think both of the websites I sent over in the initial Upwork summary, like if you go to where their shop is, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's 2 foot by 4 foot, or 3 foot by 6 foot, or 4 foot by 8 foot. You know, it would just be simplified like that. So you would have, you know, maybe 10, 15 size options, 20 size options. There's weight options. There's 13 ounce, 15 ounce, or 18 ounce. And then there's grommets. which are essentially like the holes in the banners for hanging. So you'd have those selections, and then you're going to have a few different ones for the mesh banners. You'll probably have the same sizes, but you're not going to have the different weights. That I need to confirm. But those are the main two products, and then I'd probably have an additional page for like banner stands. And those are pretty set sizes. You don't really get to change the sizes on those or customize them.
Yep. Yeah, that's clear. Okay. Alrighty, man. So yeah, banners overnight.
Hey, Blake, if I can jump in to ask you just a couple of questions. Yeah. I've been checking the competitors you referred to. Do you have any specific maybe niche or type of users? Mostly like brick and mortar stores, but have you think about any specific niche or something that could help the business to have a unique differentiator in the market?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the problem is it's not a very creative niche market. It's I guess the one advantage that I have is turnaround is 24 hours. I mean that's really it, and lower pricing.
Okay, so yeah, the thing I ask this is like for a business to be like really standing out and winning over their competitors, there has to be like something really appealing about the messaging, appealing about the product itself. So yeah, like price and speed is appealing, right? But what we try to help out with our clients is like coming up with something that is the spicy, that the special ingredient that makes people like get automatic trust. So if you don't have that figured out, then no problem. We're gonna be helping you out to check that and develop that differentiator.
Okay.
Great. Good stuff. So 30 to 60 days. I think the with the references that you sent, Blake, it's pretty straightforward. I'd like to, unless Daniel, if you have any other questions, let me know. But if not, then I'll explain our web dev process. Cool. All right, man. So super simple, Blake. It's will this be your first software or website project? Or have you deployed a website before?
I have a website currently up.
Easy peasy then. Lemon squeezy. So Daniel and I go through a discovery phase at the beginning, in which essentially we will jump on a 2-hour call with you or 2 sessions of 1 hour. The output of the discovery is essentially what we call the product requirements document or the Bible or blueprint, which is effectively the buyer's persona, your unique tone of voice, your unique irresistible offer, your guarantees, and our unique approach towards making a differentiator or a dent into the market. The competitors are not scary at all. They definitely paid attention to the UI of the sites, but I think we have a great opportunity to, at least from the design side of things, look a whole lot more professional. But more than that, we want to have conversions. And for that, the discovery is super important because we can talk to a very specific type of person or 3 different specific type of person and have offers for them. So there is a narrative towards the layout of the site. Clear?
Yep.
Fantastic. Right after the discovery, we get your signature on that document. We kick off design. We go through low fidelity, high fidelity. We get your signature into a low fidelity applicable prototype. Once everything's prepared, you're like, okay, this looks pretty amazing, guys. We'll be explaining you the reasoning and the thought process behind the sections and why buttons are in a certain way. We'll get your signature in that. Then we'll proceed with colors. This is still in the design phase. So it will be the same clickable prototype, but with colors and your branding. get your signature on that too. Once that's all approved, which by the way, we give you 3 rounds of changes. You can actually let us know, hey, this doesn't feel right for me. Let's recreate it from scratch. We'll go ahead and do that 3 times. And of course, little things here and there at no charge. Development usually takes 3 weeks for us. So that's after we have clarity into everything as it alludes to the website, how it looks and how it feels. And we'll be jumping on calls with you every Friday to demo the progress of the dev build. If there are any bugs and whatever, we'll always be giving you reports and the things we're doing to already fix those. And right after the development is completed, you'll give us the green light. Everything seems to be perfect. We'll give you 2 weeks of support for free. So the whole goal for us is that you don't need us. It's just like the website will be deployed and is working, is ready. Bookings and customizations of the banners, et cetera, will be working, and you don't need to pay us any retainer or whatever. And 2 weeks for Q&A and testing, and we'll be with you for 2 weeks essentially for free. Clear enough?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, dear friend. So I want to get a little bit more honest here, and because I see the shark that you are, and I see a man with dreams. So the question is, what would it be for you? What would it feel like for you to look back 4 months from now and not have this site working and starting the experiments and whatnot, and you're not making any progress, knowing that you have a specific goal to make passive income and have Kai have a dad around?
I mean, how do you mean? Sorry.
I mean it in a way that essentially, what would you feel like if you don't take the step to work with us, deploy the website?
I mean, it's I mean, it's just one of those. It's a gamble. It's just going to see. It's hard to answer that question. I mean, obviously, I put that listing up and 30 people messaged me. And I think you and one other person were standing out more than others. So this is one of the things I really just kind of have to trust the process and how it goes. And like I said, I've done this before. I worked with a marketing company and built a big website, and I don't know. I would say even then, now I feel more confident working with you. But
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Question,
yeah.
My friend. Do you deserve to take the next step and build this website, launch it? Let's get those experiments going. Let's get actual results, measurable results, reports from us. And let's get you to those 2K passive.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic, my friend. Next steps are fairly simple. I'll send you an email with the formal proposal, a summary of what we just discussed, and the vision, the blue sky for Blake and Kai. And there's going to be an invoice with a down payment. It's going to be for the discovery phase. We charge for this thing's 3K. The discovery is 500, and then there's milestones. You don't pay until you give us a signature in everything that we give you: the discovery, the design, the development, and the testing and launching. So I'm going to send you an actual formal proposal. It's a contract. Everything will be streamlined and breakdown. If you have any questions, you let us know. I do want to say that this is a family business. Daniel, on the other side, it's been my friend for 11 years. I know it looks like we're in different locations, but it's the same tower. We live together. So just know that once we shake hands, dear Blake, we go to work, and we'll be available for any questions and whatnot. And we also can help you with marketing. We call it the marketing mastery plan, but we can talk about that later. Let's first give us a chance to earn your trust.
Okay.
Dear friend, thank you so much, Blake. You can expect an email from us.
All right. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Daniel.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your
Take
time,
care,
man.
guys.
Bye.